डीपी देखा मैम, आपको होस्ट बना देना चलेगा ना?
हाँ चलेगा मैम, डीपी
डीपी
सर
रेखा
है।
मैम को होस्ट बना दो ना।
अच्छा आपको बना दे, कोई बात नहीं। सोनी मैम
ओके
आपको
चलिए।
बनाया, सो यू कुड जस्ट गो
हाँ
ऑन।
हाँ। अफरोजा, आप खुद को अनम्यूट करके देखो, हो रहा है आपसे अनम्यूट? अफरोजा,
चैट,
चैट
टाइप
बॉक्स
इन
में मेरा
चैट।
मैसेज डालो।
नो शी
नो
से।
मैम, ओके ठीक है, तो मैंने परफेक्टली हमने क्लिक, हाँ ठीक है। अफरोजा अभी करके देखो, अनम्यूट हो रहा है अभी?
यस मैम।
देखा मैम, मैं आपको होस्ट बना दूं क्योंकि मेरा नेट स्टेबल नहीं रहता है।
हाँ ठीक है मैम, चलिए।
अभी वो बोल रहा है योर नेट इज नॉट स्टेबल।
हाँ ठीक है, नो इशू।
मैम मुझे को होस्ट बना दो।
बना दिया, बना दिया।
हाँ हाँ। जानवी नहीं आई है ना? पूजा, एक बार मैसेज डाल दो ना बेटा ग्रुप में,
यस मैम।
जो डालते ना कि 12:55 तक लॉग इन कर दो।
यस मैम, यस मैम।
Ma'am, so can I in the B1 question?
हाँ हाँ।
Where is Janvi? Somebody has to call her. Pooja, call up Janvi.
गेस्ट को बोलूं मैम, ये मिरिंदा मैम को बोलूं ज्वाइन करने के लिए?
She's here already. हाँ, बोल दो मैम, चलेगा. But then tell her we'll start at 1. Janvi, can you hear?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
And you are ready?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Yes, your voice is clear, so you could speak.
Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Pooja, we would just उसमें हम group में we would just keep on posting, ठीक है? और
Yes, ma'am.
personally, हाँ? So keep on adding the points there.
Yes, ma'am.
ये 5 days वाले में chat करो, okay?
Sorry, ma'am.
It's okay, but be careful. I'm starting the video. Please leave, Babu. नहीं निकलो. So our speaker is here, right?
Yes, yes, ma'am. She has joined us. Hi, ma'am. Brinda, ma'am, are you there?
Absolutely there. Wish you a very good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How many students are we expecting?
Around 150.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Ma'am, I've made you a co-host so that you could share your screen if you have something to present. So that's
Yes, definitely.
sure.
Just give me a second because the other batch is just wrapping up the lecture. So I just told them, I just given them an exercise. So just give me 1 second. I'll just mute myself because I'm on a different application to wrap them up.
Sure, sure. Yeah. And don't allow participants in yet. कौन admit कर रहा है? Please let's wait till 12:55. The volunteers, let's wait, okay? 12:55 we'll allow the participants in.
Years or 11 years of my service life to them. So I worked for 11 years into investment banking operations with JP Morgan Chase. I started my career with treasury, money markets. I worked with stock borrow lending and collateral management, ISDA, which is an international swaps and derivative association project group. I work for reconciliations, confirmations, settlements. These are all about investment banking operations. I've also worked for credit risk management. So my entire life, I've worked into different departments, moved around the places, and a lot of my exposure goes into hedge funds. So I worked for Global and Morgan Stanley. I'm a double MBA, an MBA from ITM Kharghar and an NMIMS project business management specialist. I'm a CISI, which is a Certified Institute of Securities Investments from London. MCOM, other my MCOM from the Mumbai University. And I'm a transaction analyst, which means I'm into psychology testing and into transaction analysis with students because I'm a trainer. I train on a daily basis. I have like 4 or 5 classes a day. I'm a full-fledged corporate trainer, content developer, consultant, and that has been my core job. My core job is into training and development, specifically for the field of investment banking operations. I travel extensively, visiting colleges, taking seminars for students on investment banking operations. One of the first times that I'm doing a webinar online, so I do not know how this is going to work around. So let me see how this goes around. And my core intention of taking this session today, so that's about me. The core intention of taking you all to the session today as a trainer or as a representative from the investment banking work life is that I'm going to inform you all what is investment banking. So first thing is I want to tell you all what is investment banking on a global level. So the basics of investment banking on a global level. That is the first thing. Second is, I would like to tell you about the career opportunities. Maybe you may learn a lot from me. Maybe you may not learn a lot of products from me. But in the one half hour that I have, I would like to do this. If I get a little extension, if you're interested, I can keep going on. Because this is something which I do on a daily basis. So career opportunities in the world of investment banking. In the world of investment banking. That is something which I would like to show you all. Where are the opportunities? What opportunities lie in this sector? Third is, many of you all are asking what questions about proper investment in various sectors without losing money. Now remember one thing: without failure, there is no success. So sometimes you have to lose money in order to learn something better. So you can try doing that, but I can teach you something on basic investment avenues, especially for freshers, where you can start off with just 100 rupees into a mutual fund. Whether it's going to be onshore, which means domestic funds, or whether it's going to be offshore, which is be international funds. So I can show you something on international ETFs, where you can invest with just 100 or 200 rupees itself if you don't have the cash. Fourth is, I would love to teach you all something about peer-to-peer investments. This is the new market which is coming into investment banking, called as peer-to-peer banking. Okay, this is also called as P2P banking. Many of you all will not know about P2P. If I get a chance, I would like to talk to you all about analytics in finance, how you can also use a lot of Tableau, Excel, or Python into finance. I don't think so I will get that time, but these are the 3 or 4 pointers. Maybe if I get a chance to show you a product, I do not know about the products that you all know. I've heard that you all have heard about commodity futures. I've heard that you all know about investment avenues in the market. I would like to take you all on something called as swaps. So maybe just one swap with its wall of securitization. If I get a chance, touch and go. And this is what I am going to do for you. Should we go ahead? Let's go ahead. Let's start the session. So in the world of investment banking operations, first you'll need to know what is investment banking. पहले हम लोग की सीखना है कि what is investment banking on a global level. Okay. If you have any questions, you could just raise your hand. So Nikhil, you have raised your hand. I would like to take questions at the end, but because I'm just starting off the session, maybe you have an expectation which you would like me to cover. So why don't you just quickly tell me your question before I continue with the same. Yes, Nikhil. Yes, Nikhil. Maybe you want to type it out. Nikhil, you're unmuted, so you may wish to go ahead.
I think that's an error, probably. We would continue. Please post your query on the chat box and we would address it.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. Thank you so much. Now let's talk about investment banking operations. Before I get into an investment banking operations, what is an investment banking operation? You all need to understand. You'll understand basics of financial markets. I will not take you to the entire PowerPoint because I believe you all know what are financial markets. You'll have learned this in BCom. I would like you to take you all through the world of an investment bank and the financial landscape in an investment bank. To begin with the financial landscape of an investment bank, let's talk about first what are your financial sectors are before I get into IB, investment banking. The first thing, if I have to relate for a JP Morgan Chase assumption, this is a JP Morgan Chase or an HDFC bank. Now, a JP Morgan Chase, which is a John Pierpont Morgan Chase, which is like an Indian HDFC bank. They have many sectors. So they're not banks. They are called as financial institutions. And the first thing in an interview, and you'll be looking for interviews very soon. That's what I believe. You're into TY. So you're going to be looking for, for interviews very soon. You're going to look at internships very soon. So they are going to ask you a basic question. What defines a financial institution? What defines a financial institution versus or vis-a-vis an investment bank? Okay, what defines a financial institution versus an investment bank? Extremely two different functions. A financial institution versus an investment bank is very different. A bank versus a financial institution or a GFI, global financial institution, is very different. And this is a basic question. A JP Morgan Chase, a Morgan Stanley, a Bank of America, a Washington Mutual, a BNP Paribas, a Citco, a Vitius, Global, Ask Wealth Management Services, or any international or normal financial banks will ask. That's the first question. The first question is tell me about yourself. So I don't mind even telling you some kind of skill sets that you all need to look at to get a job in a Morgan Stanley or a BNP Paribas. So first is you'll also need to know about skill sets. So if you think that you are going to start looking at Naukri, if you think that you are going to start looking at Monster or an Indeed, or better yet, a LinkedIn. This is a place where I always go to. That's my go-to. The first thing in the morning when I log in, I don't look at WhatsApp. I look at my LinkedIn. Okay, so the first thing is when I see a lot of applications to LinkedIn, because I look into placements as well in my institute. So when I look into LinkedIn and I'm looking at what are the opportunities in the market coming in for my students, the first thing I realize is that those who are extremely active on LinkedIn get the jobs fast. Those who are extremely hello Ramesh. So those who are extremely active on LinkedIn, they get extremely high jobs. So one is, what are the skill sets you need to get a job? And let's say you're targeting 1 month. So this is August 19 and you're targeting September 19, or let's say October 19, and you have 2 months. What are the skill sets that you need to develop to get into investment banking? So that is something which I will like to tell you that. Now, going back to this financial sector, to define the financial institution, what they are, first is you need to understand that the financial institution first consists of a bank. So if you see a JP Morgan Chase, or you see even a HDFC Bank, which we know an HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank was not a bank before. They were an NBFC. So it starts off with the world of being a non-banking financial institution. A non-banking financial institution comes in the purview of the RBI. Once HDFC and a JP went ahead and made themselves into an NBFC, the next thing they started off was the retail banking sector. So they started something called retail banking sector, where they started off with salary accounts. I'm just going to take 3 or 4 minutes on this one before I go ahead. So please pay attention. If you think it's getting confusing, if you think it's not interesting, tell me, I'll switch the topic. So this is a retail banking account. This is your salary account. Also, this is also called as your saving account. You also can have a savings account, wherein you get a 4% interest rate, and this also comes under the purview of the RBI. Next is, you also have the commercial banking sector. In the commercial banking sector, you have the current account, which is zero balance account. Totally together, they are called as CASA accounts. They also come under the purview of the RBI. This concept is also called as custodian banking. This concept is also called as custodian banking. Maybe you will take a screenshot of what I'm telling you all, because I'm just drawing it right now for you all, so you can take a screenshot.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. I think we are not sharing the same screen. We are on a different slide probably. It's a financial landscape one.
How about now?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead. Thank you.
I'm going too fast.
No, ma'am. All good.
All good, all good. Okay. So this is called as your custodian banking. So this is also called as custodian banking. The third section, so this is NBFC, RBI, retail banking. So sorry for that glitch. Now let's go to the third section. The third section, which is over here, is something called as trade finance. The third section over here is called as trade finance. This also comes in the purview of the RBI. This is nothing but your export-import. So again, this goes into retail banking. When you're applying for jobs, please understand what you're applying for. Last but not the least, when they realize that they can make a lot of money out of the market by looking at a company called as LIC. Zindagi Ke Aaj Bhi, Zindagi Ke Baad Bhi. It's like an insurance policy, life coverage. When you're looking at something called as Apollo, these guys are earning a lot of money. And what is the basic of a bank? Provide services, earn money. They took the approval of a different regulator, and the regulator they took approval was IRDA, and they expanded their banking services. They expanded their banking services, okay, to get into the world of insurance. And this is how banks made major money. There's a rule in India called as Volcker's rule. You're too young to know that, but there's a rule in India called as Volcker's rule, which enhances a banking service to the next level of banking. So this is your insurance sector. This now comes under the purview of the IRDA. The banks were given further permission. The banks were given further permission because now they are financial institutions, and they started brokerage section called as the securities market. And the securities market was divided into two parts. One is retail investors. Retail matlab tum aur hum, retail investors. Jisko bola jata hai individual investors. These are retail investors or individual investors. This is your securities market, and hence today HDFC also you see as securities, or you see JPMC, JP Morgan Chase into securities. This is your securities market. This comes under the purview of SEBI. And today you'll see the NBFC listed on NSE. So today NBFC is listed on NSE, the retail bank is listed on NSE, trade finance is not listed on NSE, insurance is listed on NSE, and the securities market is not listed on NSE. The next section after securities market they opened is the AMC, Asset Management Company, called as a mutual fund. They started something new called as the Asset Management Company, called as the mutual fund. So this is your mutual fund segment. This also comes under SEBI, and this got listed on NSE. So if you can see my screen right here, and I'll show you a new screen. This is called as the order book of the stock exchange. This is called as the order book of the stock exchange. If I just click on HDFC out here, if I click on HDFC out here, let me see if I'm sharing the same screen. Okay, I am. So if I click on HDFC right here, if you see the NBFC is listed, the bank is listed, the mutual fund is listed, the mutual fund for the OTC section is listed, and the insurance is listed. Now this mutual fund again is divided into two sections. The mutual fund again is divided into two sections. One is called as over the counter, where you can go to your broker and buy, and second is exchange traded. And this exchange traded is called as ETF, and that is what the listing happens here. HDFC ETF section. So far so good, hopefully. So far so good. Should we go ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, let's go to the next part. If you realize, HDFC has slowly moved away from traditional banking into the financial sector for securities market, and now they start into a new sector, and this new sector over here which they started developing was called as corporate finance. The next section here they have done is it's called as corporate finance, and corporate finance means funding the economy or funding the entire market into non-traditional banking, where corporates can borrow, which is in case after say 5 or 6 years, thanks to Startup India plan in India, you all decide to start your own business. Let's say you want to start your own business. You can start something called venture capital. So your venture capital comes out here. Something called LBO, leverage buyouts, which means you have all heard of mergers and acquisitions. Chote line mein, you'll have all heard of merger and acquisition. But when a merger and acquisition happens, एक company दूसरी company का क्या खरीदता है? Equity खरीदता है. Company A, company B का क्या खरीदता है? Equity खरीदता है. What does Vodafone buy? Vodafone buys Idea's equity share capital. What does Airtel buy? Airtel buys Bharti ka equity share capital. Where has Facebook invested in Reliance? By buying their equity share capital. But what if, as a company, I don't buy out the equity, I buy out the bond. I buy out the bonds in the company. Equity, the capital is divided into bond and equity. So what if I buy out your bonds? This buying of bonds is called as leveraged buyout. So you have a lot of opportunities in this market today, because today in India, we are having a lot of moratorium period where we're having difficulties of funding the economy and funding companies. Over here, you also have something called as project finance. You have something called as loan syndication. Okay, so these are the segments in your economy. Let's go to the next segment. The segment, but actually I'm going to talk about today specifically about the job opportunities into India, wherein only a JP Morgan Chase is hiring around 7,000 jobs. So the amount of jobs JP Morgan is giving to India today is around 7,000 jobs. From there, I'll say around 3,500 jobs are only into India, or only into Bombay. When I say Mumbai, and I'm talking about the western side. I'm not talking about Airoli. I'm talking about jobs only of a JP Morgan Chase, Morgan Stanley, BNP Paribas. At the moment today, when I look at my placements, I realize that these jobs are around today. We placed around 14 students in this month. We at least have nearly 10 to 12 positions each of these top banks. So if you think you do not have a job today, please log into your Naukri portals. You will see a lot of jobs. There are a lot of jobs in the international market today, which is still hiring on the banking side. The banking side, and specific the freshers, there's a huge demand. So this is your corporate finance. Let's talk about Now let's talk about the next level, which is the actual level which I will talk about today. And how you can get the interviews. I believe along with learning, along with your personal investments, you'll have to think about your careers. And your careers is an exposure to international markets. And how will you get your career exposure to international markets? Is to a segment, it's your choice anyways, is to a segment called as investment banking in India. This is the last segment of the bank and one of the most important segment of the bank, because your entire world economy or world banking, total money of the entire bank, majority comes from here. The most important part of an investment bank or a merchant bank in India today, the first thing is a merger and acquisition department. This is the place where they get the most money. How will they get the money? They get it through a lot of commission fees. So how do banks function? They function to commission fees. Why will they get a commission fee? Because these guys have to do research. A merger and acquisition requires research. Should we go ahead with a merger? Fraud तो नहीं है, दूसरा कंपनी हमको cheat तो नहीं कर रहा है, accounting entries fraudulent तो नहीं है. Okay, so I'm recording the session. So those who are finding it too fast, I've got a private ping saying, ma'am, बहुत जल्दी जा रहा है. If you'll think that it's going fast, I'll go a little slower. Second is, don't worry. I think so this is being also recorded. So you can always refer to this back again before going for interviews at least. Okay, so you're going to earn a lot of commission fees over here. But अगर commission fees से आप कर रहे हो merger and acquisition के through, there is something which both the banks have to create. So if you're working for a department in HDFC, if you're working for a department in JP Morgan Chase in India or a Morgan Stanley in India or a Citibank for investment banking section in India, and you're working in the M&A section, you have to create something called as a pitch book. You have to create something called as a pitch book, which will tell all about why the merger should go through or why should it not. That research paper you will be hired for. And by the way, a merger and acquisition is one of the best ways where the bank earns money. There are three sections where the banks earn the most money. Which bank? The investment banking division. M&A. Second is raising capital. What is the meaning of raising capital? It means IPO. What is raising capital? Wherein they earn money through an IPO, which is listing of a particular company on the stock exchange. The entire process of IPO is called listing of the company on the stock exchange, where they guarantee it, call it as underwriting. They guarantee that. Very important to India especially is, sorry dear, tell me. Is my voice breaking? Should I repeat that?
Now it's clear, ma'am.
Yes, okay. It's called as sales and trading. This is called as your sales and trading, also called as your STO. Your sales and trading called as your STO, and I would like to show you something on the STO section. The next thing an investment bank is going to be asset management. So remember I did tell you all, यहाँ पे individual investors है. What did I mention यहाँ पे? कि यहाँ पे individual investors है. These are your individual investors. But in case of an investment bank, my HNI clients, who are my HNI clients? Warren Buffett. So who are the clients which I worked for? Warren Buffett, BlackRock, Fidelity, Office of Secretary of the USA. We have had a sovereign funds, so work for a sovereign fund in a JP Morgan Chase, in a Morgan Stanley, in a Global. So those are the clients of banks. You have to work with precision over there. And it's not that difficult to get through, to be very honest. When I was a fresher, when I got a chance. So one of the departments they have is asset management company, which is your asset servicing and your brokerage servicing. Now, these are for only clients of IB, which are HNI, super HNI, corporates like Walmart, Reliance. Reliance is a huge client of IB. Motilal Oswal is a client of an investment bank. They are broking firms, but abroad, they also have a lot of investment opportunities. So they invest a lot abroad. Motilal invests a lot abroad. They are a huge client of BlackRock. And then you have a lot of additional services called ancillary services. There are a lot of additional services called as ancillary services. Ancillary services like corporate actions. What is corporate action? Rights issue, bonus issue, dividend payout. Rights issues, bonus issues, dividend payout. They also have a lot of something called as bespoke services. What are bespoke services? Services wherein you create new products in the market. services where you create new products in the market. You may say create new products, mutual fund suna hai, options suna hai, derivative futures suna hai, forward suna hai. What are these bespoke services? You'll be surprised to know, we have 9.6 million financial products in the economy. We have 9.6 million financial products in the economy, and 75%, or let's say 60% of these financials, 60% of these financial products belong to this investment banking section in green. They are called as swaps: credit default swaps, interest rate swaps, currency swaps, foreign exchange swaps, asset-based swaps, circus swaps, inflation index swaps. We have options. In India, we have a lot of options: call options and put options. But do you know there is something called as binary options, barrier options? We have something called American options, Bermudian options, barrier options, Asian options, option strategies, straddle, strangle, butterfly. And these are the products which you will be using in international markets, which are not there at the moment in Indian markets. हम लोग का markets अभी भी vanilla है. It's good. Our markets are great. We are on the growth curve in India. 1 crore population, extremely huge growth curve. From 8,000 to 11,000 points a day, markets are very bullish, especially today. You are an all-time high. And the target will be, the target of Indian Nifty is going to go up to 50,000 points. Because remember, our spot market, जो normal trading होता है, is 9:15 to 3:30. Our spot market is 9:15 to 3:30. But our derivative market, I hope you all know, is from 9:15 to 10:55. लोग ज़्यादा trade नहीं करते because इतना volatility नहीं है. But our markets are till 10:55 so that trading ज़्यादा अच्छा हो सके. क्यों? Because we are listed on Singaporean stock exchanges. Remember, we are listed as a Nifty 50 on a Singapore stock exchange. तो अगर वो market bullish open हुआ वहाँ पे, which is a bullish means high market, which means हम लोग का market भी bullish open होगा. And remember, SGX, Singapore Stock Exchange, opens 2.5 hours before us. तो हम लोग के markets के बाद, before our markets, कौन markets होता है? When our markets start, when the world starts, it doesn't start with Japan. It starts with New Zealand. So I used to work at 5 a.m. in the morning. Why? I used to support JP Morgan Chase Sydney. So New Zealand, Sydney, फिर Japan, Singapore, Hong Kong, Indonesia, Taipei, Taiwan, Jakarta, फिर India, फिर Middle East and Europe, London Stock Exchange, Dubai Stock Exchange, Johannesburg, and lastly the markets close with America, New York Stock Exchange. So if we want to get an exposure to the worldwide markets, we have to do something called as follow the sun principle. So we are following the sun from New Zealand to New York. And by the time New York gets over, New Zealand starts. So it's a 24/7 market. The investment banks are a 24/7 market. Even though Saturdays, Sundays are work off, remember, we are 11.5 hours different from America. So if New Zealand closes, America opens. And remember, Middle East में Sabbath होता है, which means उनका Friday, Saturday holiday होता है. So their markets are Friday, Saturday off, whereas our markets are Monday to Friday. So it's a continuous market. So 9.6 million products in the market, and इसमें सिर्फ foreign exchange का trading is $4.96 trillion a day. And I'm not giving any figures. These are published figures from Wall Street Journal. These are published figures on the Bloomberg terminal, which I use every day. I see the Bloomberg app every day. I've got some access right to Bloomberg. So I'm tracking the international markets every day. $4.96 trillion a day only in foreign exchange arbitrage. And these are numbers you should be giving in your interviews. Based on this, you should do a further research. Now, these are some of the things of an investment bank. I hope you got this right. Now I'll go back to something more difficult. And I will be teaching on something more. You may say, और क्या हो सकता है in an investment bank? So if you realize here, you have sales, you have trading. The processing of this trading is called as trade life cycle. Then you have M&A, you have research, you have IPO, we have treasury, funding, trade finance, corporate loans, SMEs, any kind of financing, private banking, retail and lending, you know, corporate advisory, brokerage, AMCs, credit research, boutique M&As, and private equity. There are much more segments of this. I don't want to confuse you all, so I'm going to be keeping at this. So if I need to show it to you all, we have it right here. So it's like huge. This is one of the PowerPoints I'll be sharing with your management. So it'll be very easy for you all to understand. These are some of the additional products which an investment bank has. So these are some of the investment bank products. These are very additional to what our retail markets are. Credit derivatives, interest rate derivatives, foreign exchange, securitized products, mortgages, emerging markets, fixed income hybrids, public finance, algo trading, swaps, options, structured exotics, fixed income hybrids, prime brokerage lending, metals and bulls. So you all have learned about commodities. So metals, bulls, iron, energy, agriculture, sugar, wheat, including weather and commodity derivatives. So we have heard of, you all have heard of commodity derivatives yesterday. These are weather derivatives as well. This is your overview about investment banking. This is your overview of investment banking. I would like to take you all through a particular product today called as a swap product. I would like to take you all to a particular product today called as a swap product. Maybe go ahead. Are you all okay enough? I would like, maybe on a chat message, you could say yes or no. Should we go ahead? I'll just go to my chat. What is the function of an AMC? So the question to me is, what is the function of an AMC? Okay, great. Let me show you the function of an AMC. What does AMCs do? So I hope you can see my screen. Now, a mutual fund is nothing. Will I be sharing these notes? Yes. Don't worry. There are a few slides from here which I'll be taking and making for you all. Give a day or something, and I'll be sharing it with you all. Don't worry. Okay, so don't worry about that. So you all can use some of these things for basic development. That is the intention of this, is your basic development. But at the same time, remember, whatever is there in the PowerPoint, my words are very different from the PowerPoint. So whenever you're getting a chance, please maybe take a note down. So it'll be very helpful. Okay, you're welcome, Rajan. Now, next thing is, you say what are the job responsibilities of AMC? I won't draw it here. I'll explain it to you all. Assuming I am a mutual fund, मैं एक mutual fund हूँ, मेरा नाम है आदित्य बिरला mutual fund. So आदित्य बिरला mutual fund के अंदर, it's not a company, it's not a bank, it's a mutual fund. उनके अंदर अलग-अलग schemes होते हैं. You have an equity derivative scheme, you have a frontline scheme, you have an ETF scheme, you have a treasury management scheme, you have a fixed income scheme. ये schemes के अंदर fund managers होते हैं. So you have different fund managers in different schemes. You have a different fund manager in a different scheme. वो fund managers के अंदर brokers होते हैं. Brokers के अंदर बहुत से लोग काम करते हैं, which is one is the people who process contract notes. There are people who process statement copies for your mutual funds. There are people who do trading for your brokers, and there are processors. Okay, and then definitely it's us, the unit holders. उनका सब processing called as investor services. Processing, आपका settlements, आपका unit calculation, clearing from the Clearing Corporation of India, NAV calculation, profit and loss allocation, asset allocation, all these things, and some of these job responsibilities are outsourced to others. This outsourced to a CAMS or a CAVI. So if I'm an Aditya Birla, it can go to a CAMS or a CAVI. But if I'm working for a hedge funds, like I've worked in Global for a hedge fund called as Blue Crest Capital and Blue Mountain. It's a hedge fund from Ireland and UK. It was a UK-based hedge fund, and I used to work personally for a client called as Blue Crest Capital. Now I can declare this on a group because it is a public thing. I have mentioned that on my CV, so it's not something to hide. So I work for a client called as Blue Crest Capital, and we had America and China. And over there, when we used to work for an investment bank, we used to do accounting entries called as fund accounting. We used to look at profit and loss calculations of the client. We will look at NAV calculations, settlements, and calculation of their units. 1 minute. Thank you so much, Mr. Sari. My next class will be starting up, so I was just getting ready for that. So one of the governance ladies had to tell me that. But that class is at 2:30, 3 o'clock, so it's fine. Now, moving ahead, that is all about the AMC. Now, I did speak about an investment bank. What does it do? You all need to know what are the career opportunities in an investment bank. You all need to know what are the career opportunities, what kind of job responsibilities, job roles कैसे हो सकते हैं. For these job roles, let me show you a kind of a job description. Let me show you a job description. So let me show you a job description of a BNP Paribas. Okay, so this is a kind of a job description or a career opportunity. I've got multiple to show you all today, which are currently going on in the market, which I'm currently training on students. But this is very simple one. This was in Jan. It's called as Global Market Operations. Let me check if I'm sharing my screen. Yes, let me select my screen. So this was sent to us. And remember, in an investment bank, most of you all will be working with lateral teams. It means investment banking teams abroad and in India. Okay, you'll be working on dual teams. So if you are seeing my face and doing an entire training today, remember sometimes you have virtual teams as well. So whatever exposure you're getting today through your colleges on virtual training, take it up. It will help you get very comfortable with a Zoom app, with a app callers go to, because this is how today we're having meetings. Our meetings are on Zoom. Our meetings with our management, our meetings with our clients abroad are all happening on Zoom. So this is your BNP Paribas, and the department will be notely called as Global Market Operations. I can even share this job description with you. It's a very public job description. There's no problem. You all can look into this. You can research about this and learn about this. This is called as Global Market Operations. Remember, you all will be reporting directly to the head of the team. You all be reporting directly to the head of the team. What are the jobs into? Now listen to this very carefully. And this is something which you have to start learning about. I'll be teaching you one product of OTC derivative called one swap. So you will have an OTC derivative, equity, bonds, stock borrow lending, and repos. What will you do? You will do allocation of trades, confirmations, settlements, management, and this is something called as monitoring and control, sort of regulations. These are your direct responsibilities. Direct contribution to BNP operation, permanent control framework, minimize operation risk, operation failure, proper escalation you will do to management, look at regulatory reporting, lot of standardized and code of conduct of investment banks, manage the security, IT policies, collaborate with information technology. Today, everything about IT, artificial intelligence, a lot of data analytics, artificial intelligence, you're going to coordinate with them. You're going to look at optimization of resources, client focus, you're going to talk to clients abroad. Your daily responsibilities will be booking of something called as margin calls. You'll have learned commodity trading. You'll had market and margin calls yesterday. I believe you'll have heard about that. So these are the jobs of margin call, allocated margin calls, fail management. This is something which you will be doing. Very difficult. It sounds difficult, but it's not. And what is your qualification? Any bachelor's degree. They take a lot of freshers. But just basic skills also, they need a lot of freshers. And this job was for Asia. So Asia jobs, timings, they inform you about the timings. They inform you about EMEA timings. EMEA is Europe markets, Europe, Middle East, and Africa. EMEA stands for Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Okay, what are the skills? I did promise you all skills. I did promise you skills. What skills do you need? Ability to collaborate, which is teamwork. You need to have teamwork ability. You have to work attention to detail. You have to be very rigorous. You have to have good communication skills and oral skills. You have to have very good communication skills and oral skills. Actively listening person, ability to understand, analytical ability to adapt to a process. And you may say, ma'am, how can my written skills be helpful? Please go online and you will have email writing etiquettes. You'll also have different applications which make you practice on email writing. An example of email writing is I have a student who wants me to do a mentorship. I have a student who is trying to ask me for mentorship and career counseling. So I said, okay, I will do career counseling to you. And she said, okay, ma'am. I said, what questions do you have? She said, okay, I'll send you the questions. I'll send you the questions. I told her draft, and she's a fresher. She's a fresher. And she drafted this email to me and sent it to me. And this is what I call as email writing skills. This is what I call as email writing skills. Questions for mentorship. She said, I've never had a mentorship session. I'm super confused, but I would like to know a few questions. And my few questions are, how do I do time management? How do I, because of past experience of being a professional, I fear making mistakes. I would love to learn these things. What are my job roles? So she's talking about mentorship over here. And she's very clear. And as a manager, I will want to hire her because she knows what she is. As a manager, I will want to hire her. Now, if you see another person, let's say a person called Vedant Surana, he's one of my students, and I told him, send me your CV. Okay, send me your CV. So I said, okay, fine, send me your CV. And he sent a very respectful message to me. And this is how you are going to draft your emails when you are applying for Naukri. If they tell you, please email us, respected ma'am, sending you my updated CV, resume, kindly acknowledge the same, yours sincerely, and the CV attached. And his CV attached. His CV also is very neat. His name, his address, his qualification, his objective, his experience, his additional certification, and I did not find any language issues, any formatting issues. I'll talk about another student called Khyati, and this is why we will hire people. This is why we will hire you. We will hire you because of your intricate details. Respected ma'am, greetings for the day. If you're able to see my screen, this is the way you will draft your emails. Respected ma'am, greetings for the day. This email is in reference to my level 2 mocks. Attached herewith is my updated CV for your reference. Thanking you. And the CV is extremely professional. Her name, her email ID, her LinkedIn profile, if I click on it, it's extremely neat. Her objective, educational qualification, her core skills, her educational qualification with its explanation, what has she done, okay, her extracurricular activities, whether she's a CR, whatever activities, whatever award she has won in college as well, her work experience, so she's experience of 1 year, just 1 year experience, her roles and responsibilities, extremely neat, extremely focused. Hannah internships and projects, her projects which she has done even in class. So if your professors have told you, please go ahead and do a project on packaging of tobacco on consumers, or do a project on investment avenues, do a project on commodity markets, you're going to put this over here, because when the interviewer asks you questions, aap ye answers dena padega, aapko ye answers dena padega. Okay, which means if I summarize your skill sets over here, so I've taught you basics of investment banking global level. I've told you a little bit of career opportunities and given you a gist of that. Okay. Now, if you talk about skill sets, yes, Ramesh, I will answer your question. Skill sets, if I sort out your skill sets, communication, which is going to be oral and written. Second is, you need to know your domain knowledge. You need to know about the investment banking industry. C, you have to read. A person who reads your newspapers, a person who develops his skills every day, only will you get the XX package which you get in your hand. You read. So your communication skills, domain, and you read. And when you do this, automatically क्या हो जाएगा? आपका communication improvise हो जाएगा. Your communication will improvise. How do you think I've reached a level of communication in life today? It's because I've done it every day. And when I mean it every day, it's every day. Where I stand in front of the mirror and practice. Whether I used to record my voice, that time we had a tape recorder, we didn't have cell phones. Record my voice on a tape recorder, record my voice on a normal phone, listen to my voice back to understand kahan pe grammar issues hai. I used to see a lot of BBC, NDTV English obviously, and BBC to improvise my accent, to improvise my English, and to improvise what I need to know about international markets. Because interview में कुछ तो current affairs आएगा. तो basically अगर पूछेंगे मुझे कि क्या current affairs आता है, मैं कोविड के बारे में तो बात कर सकती हूँ, but what about finance? I should know कि Reliance के साथ Facebook का क्या है. I need to know कि investment banking abroad, थोड़ा बहुत on BNP investment banking. So I used to see a lot of, I used to take half an hour out. और half an hour एक ET Now का news या BBC का news, half an hour to 1 hour every day, that's it. I know you have Mint, you have InShots, you have Bloomberg, you have money control apps, but looking and listening to news is very important. ताकि आप वो words use कर सकते हो. Whatever these newspaper readers, they are saying those words, you all can just put that in the interview and the interviewer gets impressed. That is where you get a job, right? You impress somebody with your skill sets and you say, okay, this is my CV, this is my knowledge, please hire me. So communication skills. In the end, kya hoga? What will happen in the end when you do all of this? The next thing which you know is that your confidence is increased. And they see your confidence. Confidence is not false confidence. Confidence is your knowledge. Confidence tabhi aayega agar ye sab kuch aayenge. The result of all this, whether average or not average, is confidence. The result of all this is confidence, and this is what gives you a higher. Your confidence, and remember your attitude. अगर आपका attitude खराब है, कोई आपको hire नहीं करेगा. Gone are the days where you will tell your manager अच्छे रहोगे manager के साथ तो manager आपको promotion देगा. नहीं, आजकल skill sets के basis पे, skills India, आजकल skill sets के basis पे ही job मिलता है. If I have to hire somebody in a JP Morgan Chase, I will see their confidence, I will see their attitude. Because कभी-कभी confidence अच्छा होता है, domain knowledge बहुत अच्छा होता है, first rank का बहुत knowledge, but attitude में कभी भी मेरे साथ काम नहीं कर पाएगा, कभी भी हम लोग की टीम के साथ नहीं कर पाएगा. We need humble people, जो false humble नहीं है, genuine humble है, जो सब लोग के साथ काम करे और competition भी रखे, जो टाइम पे आए, टाइम पे काम करे, ज्यादा मिस्टेक्स नहीं करे. अगर मिस्टेक्स करे तो धीरे से काम करे, वापस करे, इम्प्रोवाइज. दे ऑलवेज वांट टू स्ट्राइव फॉर कंटिन्यूअस इम्प्रूवमेंट, एंड यू कैन यूज दिस व्हेन दे आस्क यू व्हाट आर योर स्किल सेट्स, व्हाट आर योर स्ट्रेंथ्स. यू कैन इजीली से स्ट्राइव फॉर कंटिन्यूअस इम्प्रूवमेंट. You can say strive for continuous improvement. So I've given you an overview of investment banking landscape. I've told you about your careers, and I believe somebody has asked me a chat message. Somebody has raised your hand. Is this sufficient enough? Maybe go ahead. I would like to teach you about investment avenues and a swap. And if I can get a chance, if I've got time, I think so I've got time to 1:15, sorry, 2:15 to 2:30. That is the timing of my Zoomer. Are you all good enough over here? Should I continue? Do you want me to change the topic? Not change the topic? Should I continue? The next thing for me to tell you is investment avenues of basics, domestic investment, offshore where you all can make money. एक चीज वो कर सकते हो आप. And then I will teach you a swap. Are you all okay with this? Should we continue?
Yes, ma'am. You can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Any questions? Will you share these notes? Okay. Any questions so far? So good, everyone. Any questions so far? So good.
Ma'am, just the screen. We are on the Gmail slide right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now this is the screen where I've written down. These first thing is communication skills, oral and written. Domain, you read a lot. Communication will improvise. You'll see your BBC channel at least. With this, your confidence and attitude will improve. The last but not the least, you have to strive for continuous improvement. You have to actually strive for continuous self-improvement all the time. Okay, now let's move ahead. Let's talk about investment avenues. Somebody asked me, ma'am, what can you do and invest? How will I invest with the least amount of money? Okay, let's look at a very simple method of how you, sitting at home during the COVID time without getting a salary, how can you make a little bit of money with the risk, with the least loss? I'm not saying that no loss at all, but yes, with the least loss. And the first thing you can do is you can realize the power of 100. And I will not tell you everything because this will take a little long time, but you all can have different avenues, specifically if you're a salaried person, and if you started earning money and assuming your salary is around 25,000. Okay, if your salary is around 25,000, how can you make money? So 25,000 your salary, 50% say goes towards expenses, giving your parents. You have office funding, and you have 20% of wants. Okay, and say from 25,000, you spend 12,500 towards expenses, 30,000 towards savings, and 20% towards wants. So you still have 7,500. अभी वो 7,500 के साथ आप क्या कर सकते हो? What can you do with a minimum of 1,000 rupees, or even with a minimum of 100 rupees? 100 rupees का मैं आपको बता सकती हूँ. 1,000 rupees में first is definitely, I'll very quickly because the time is running out. मैं सिर्फ 5 मिनट या 6 मिनट इस पे काम बात करूँगी. Then you can research a little later. First is whenever you're taking an investment, first thing you take out money for your salary account for a contingencies. अगर jobs नहीं है market में, कुछ issue हो गया market में, और emergency में आपको कुछ savings करना है आप खुद के लिए, you have to have at least 6 months of worth of expenses and an FD. तो पहले 6 months worth of FD per month 1,000 डाल दो. सोचो आपने बोला है कि आपको 12,000 करना है एवरी मंथ, आपको महीने में एक 12,000, so like a monthly EMI आप ये खुद के लिए कर सकते हो कि 12,000 आप सेव करोगे हर महीने from your salary. And you are freshers, your salaries will be around 3,50,000, max 4,00,000, 2,50,000. Okay, you all can go ahead and see this. Somebody has raised their hand. Go ahead, Ramesh. Any questions? So the first thing is, yes, Ramesh, any questions? I see you raising your hand, so please go ahead and put in the chat box. I will answer you. The first thing is you look at contingency for 6 months, so 1000 jata hai. Next is you can do savings in any corpus or liquid cash, which is again your deposit of salary. You have savings, corpus, unforeseen events, again salary. You have savings for corporate FDs. So you have something called as corporate FDs. And you may say, how do I know what corporate FDs can I invest in? Kahan se main corporate FDs kar sakti hu? You can just click on. Today, one of the best things in life is that God has given us Google. So if I just click over here, and you can see my screen out here. And you can see your normal banks will give you around 6%, but with a little higher risk. If your risk is a little high, you can look at the different kind of corporate FDs here. So your Bajaj corporate FD is about 7.35. So if you see here, Bajaj Finance, which is your NBFC, is giving a corporate FD of 7.5. These are the top corporate FDs in India. You can start with the 1000 rupees as well. So these are top 10 corporate FDs in India. You have ICICI Home Finance, Mahindra. Is it risky? Yes, absolutely, it's risky. Is it risky? I do not know what an advertisement has come. 1 second. Yes, right here. So these are the top corporate FDs. 7 to 7.8. Even you have 8.50. 8.75 by Shriram City Union Finance. So you can look at even corporate FDs. Now let's go to the next screen. Let's go back to the investment avenues again. But this was a question which you all had. You can look at post office savings, which is 5 years FD, senior citizens, PPF, 15 saal ke liye profits. Somebody has a question. Yes, please ask me. Then you can look at mutual funds, which is growth. You can look at buying direct equity, which is your Wipro. Wipro is hardly 235 rupees per share. Open a demat account with Zerodha. It hardly charges you anything, 100, 200 rupees, and you can start trading. Just buy one Wipro share every month, 200 rupees mein. In a year, you are an owner of 12 shares. You can buy a mutual fund, which is 100 rupees today. You can go and invest in a national pension scheme, have your own personal mediclaim, PPF, gold. Now you may say, कि मैम ठीक है FD से बता दिया, अभी mutual funds 100 rupees में कैसे बना सकते हैं? How can I have mutual funds and 200 rupees? Okay, I can go to mutual funds, invest in, and with rupees 100. And you have different avenues with which, so your pocket money, which I always encourage my students to invest their pocket money. If you're a fresher or you're not a fresher, I always tell my students, थोड़ा अपना pocket money को निकाल के 100 रुपए हर महीने आप डाल सकते हो. So LinkedIn is used for what generally? LinkedIn is used to create your own profile. So this is your LinkedIn. I'll tell you what is LinkedIn used for. LinkedIn is to create your own profile for professionally, how you have Naukri. So if you want someone to connect to you, you can use LinkedIn. If you want to connect to somebody professionally, you should all have a LinkedIn account. Okay, I think so my LinkedIn is not logged in, but you should have a LinkedIn account to professionally connect with people. If I have to have any client meetings and all that stuff, I will definitely go to my LinkedIn. Okay, and so this is something which you can see over here. I can show you an example of a LinkedIn here. So for example, assuming this person is Prakash Rathod, he's a manager. This is all about him. These are his activities. These are all his activities. These are his connects. So now if you're connected to Prakash, you'll be able to connect to his connects as well. His experience out here. So if you are applying for a job, so you can even apply for jobs to LinkedIn. When you apply a job to LinkedIn, LinkedIn is something you should log in first thing in the morning and apply for your jobs. As a professional, you should see LinkedIn like every day. Okay. You look at State Street. So he's got experience in State Street over here. You can connect with him. And you can always, these are your connects in the market. You can connect with them for job opportunities, for career advancement. Today, more than Naukri, people are logging in through LinkedIn and getting jobs. Very good way. So please log in today itself and create something. Please create your LinkedIn account. You're LinkedIn into people around the whole world. You can even connect to a JP Morgan Chase CEO called Jamie Dimon. And if he's checking your account and if he answers your questions, he will even answer your questions there. Okay, so please look into that. Now let's look at the mutual fund question which I all asked about. How can you invest in mutual funds? These are your mutual funds, and you can just enter with 100 rupees. And today mutual funds are very high. Equity and money market mutual funds are extremely high. So with just 100 rupees every month, you can invest into a mutual fund. And if you do not know which mutual fund to go to a particular application which will help you. Yes, थोड़ा time लगेगा NAV को बढ़ने के लिए, थोड़ा time लगेगा, but you can always buy with a total minimum investment of 100 rupees. For example, Reliance Small Cap Fund. Okay, its return in past 1 year is given 41% return. In 3 years, 22%. In 5 years, 35%. It's gone less because obviously COVID ke time pe. But in past 1 year, even though with COVID, 41% returns. This fund itself, only this fund has 6,371 crores. How will you go? Just go to the Grow app, go to Value Research, go to Upwardly, go to ET Now, ET Money. So you can go to many applications. You can go to ET Money, you can go to ET app, you can go to Bloomberg, you can go to Grow, you can go to Upwardly, you can go to Value Research, you can go to ZipSip, Aditya Birla ka ZipSip, or you can buy the mutual fund directly from the company. Always remember, if you're doing finance, you should be disciplined. You have to have a discipline of finance. Every month, इतना pocket money मिला है, 20% मैं FD में डालूंगा, या मैं post office में डालूंगी, या मैं एक mutual fund में डालूंगा. 100 रुपए तो 100 रुपए. And as and when you keep on doing the more mutual funds, as and when you listen to Z News, Z Market News, Z Market News is something which I watch. It's a Hindi. There are some programs in Hindi which I watch, which are giving exact. You follow huge people in the market. Jay Thakkar is one person you follow in the market on the CNBC. He gives very good market news. So you should be listening to all of this, so that small cap is too risky, Sahil? No, Sahil. Today small cap is where the money is coming in. Today small companies are merging with bigger companies in COVID, and they're having good traction and growth. Your small cap companies are having a huge. This is an example, but small cap is increasing in India today. Large cap is a little low. Your small cap and emerging markets. Remember, we are an emerging market economy. So emerging market and money markets on the highest rise. And it's not too risky. Nothing is too risky. We cannot say that small cap is risky. Small cap is not necessarily risky. Your small cap company, your DMart is not a large cap company. DMart is between a small cap to a large cap. It doesn't have 10,000 rupees in its AUM. It is still between 7,000 crores to 10,000 crores. So it comes between a small and large cap. Then you also have mega cap. Your mega cap is your Reliance, your HDFC. These are mega cap, about 20,000 crores. And it's good to invest in these markets. Remember, each kind of market, and what is risk? Risk is the amount of money and exposure you want to, the amount of VAR, value and risk you want to. What is your VAR? What is your confidence level? What is your LGD, leverage loss given default? Basis on ye risky hai. Being in the market, being a trader myself, we cannot go ahead and just say small cap risky. I invest a lot into small cap. Why do I invest a lot in small cap? Because I know we are in an emerging market economy, and as per the technical charts of Bollinger, we are going to go on a growth rate of at least 35 to 40% in case COVID subsidizes. And that major growth will happen in the mid cap sector. Now, each person has a different opinion about the market. Whereas a mega cap, and I'm giving you a market tip for those who are traders here. Your mega cap, which is your HDFC, your DMart, your Reliance Fresh, Nestle India, Marico, Hindalco. Okay, these are companies which are looking into foreign institutional investments. So we're looking at a lot of mergers today. We're looking at partial mergers today. So you will see those bigger companies going bigger with the foreign investment coming in and merging. You'll see mergers in that area. Second thing is the bigger fish want to invest in the smaller fish in India. So you're going to see a lot of traction in small and mid cap increasing their market population. Okay, and you'll see a lot of foreign direct investments. A lot of FDIs coming to India. Let's talk about growth, about investment banking, education sector. At the moment, we just have 8,000 CFAs in India. And we just got the latest numbers last week because I know a person in CFA and I just seen the CFA statistics. We just have 8,000 people doing CFA in India. Today, with India increasing our level of education, today as a TY BCom, you all are doing commodity markets. If you all are going to change and continue from being a TY BCom, say आपको commodity markets पता है, आपको investment avenues पता है, थोड़ा तो पता है. Now you're going to increase your knowledge by doing a CFA or a professional degree after 1-2 years. Maybe traditional MBA, okay, which is a good MBA today, and also maybe you're doing a different skill-based education. So imagine because of you, a JP Morgan Chase is going to give a new job opportunity to India. And like you, if 10,000 people go ahead and do that, our job market is increasing, and that is what we end up. Yes, Sahil, towards the end of the course, I'll definitely look at technical. You can do from NCFM. Technical charts अगर आपको करना है, best is NCFM courses. The candlesticks type of patterns, Elliott wave theory, you can do it from NCFM course, National Skills Academy. Okay, you want to become a trader? It's great to become a trader. So what do you want to do? You want to become a trader, or you want to have a stable job first? So Sahil, if you're going to talk about trading, you want to become a trader, you want to have a stable job first. Stable job first today in the market. Trader is also a stable job, but look today at more of international markets than Indian markets. That is where the money is coming from. Okay, that is one tip to give you. That is where the money is coming from. So these are the different avenues from which you can earn. So these are the different. I prefer not to go for debt funds, very slow moving. I prefer more riskier funds. So I can go for different kind of equity funds. These are your different kind of equity funds. And I really like these funds. Now somebody did ask me, ma'am, how do you invest abroad? So if you see here, I did tell you, I'll tell you about investing abroad as well, investment avenues abroad. I did promise to show you all an investment avenue abroad. And this is where you can invest. So you have a Nippon India US Equities Opportunity Fund. It has a 25% return per year. I would request you all to put yourselves on mute. And where is the investment happening? Where are your investments happening? So let's look at where they are investing abroad. You can directly invest in Google today. Consumer durables, services, automobiles, technology, finance being the highest. Which companies are they investing? And this is exactly where you learn how to invest abroad through a mutual fund. So this mutual fund is investing only abroad, not in Indian markets. They are investing in Amazon, they're investing in Microsoft, Lowe's, Facebook, O'Reilly, which is a huge company, MasterCard, Equia Holdings, Emerson, United Health Group. And how much are they telling you to invest in? Minimum investment. What is your minimum investment over here? My enter installment amount. Let's say enter my installment amount. Let's assume if I can I say 100. Let me just try for 100. Is it taking 100? Yes, they are. If this is accepting my number, which means in a value of 100 rupees, you can invest in a mutual fund abroad. And like Nippon, you have multiple offshore funds. So you can search abroad for something called as offshore funding in India. And I hope I'm sharing my right screen. So you can look at different offshore funds abroad as well. Just click on offshore funds in India. Just click on offshore funds in India and you'll get a huge list. Internet, go to ET Money. The best is you should love ET Money. The first thing is not WhatsApp or Instagram. The first thing is your finance. Because remember, we are from the finance market. So there is DSP World Fund, you have PGM Fund, and your money is double in 4 months over a year. Because this is the best time to invest. It's the COVID time. It's the best time to invest. And then exit. पैसे बना के exit. पैसे बनाओ, exit करो. Okay, so these are the different kind of investment avenues you can invest in your international fund. Just go to this website called ET Money, and here you go. It's a matter of 100 rupees from your. What is more important? Buying a new top, buying a new lipstick, buying a new bike? No. You invest over here, and tomorrow you will get your sports bike. You may want to buy a Pulsar, but you may prefer to buy a Kawasaki Z800. You may want to buy a Kinetic today, but maybe tomorrow you may want to buy a Tiger. If you want to do that, today you have to start with 100 rupees. Where do you see yourself in the next 7 years? This is exactly. Only if you're looking at, one is you work for money, second is let money work for you. If you have a normal job in a JP Morgan or Morgan Stanley, uske baad let money work for you. Remember that. May I go next? Do we have the time? May I go next? Do you have the time? Do we have the time? That much time? Can we go to a swap? Do we have the time? Or happy to wrap up?
No, madam, you could proceed.
You could proceed, okay.
Yeah.
So let me explain to you. Are you finding this interesting? Do you want me to switch your topic class? Maybe go ahead. Is it fine? Can I show you all a swap? What does a swap mean? Basic of a swap.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So Mirza Sahil has raised his hand. You have a question, Mirza? Sorry. Mirza, do you have a question? 2 participants have raised their hands. Do you all have any questions still here? Any questions so far so good? Let's move ahead. Okay, now let's talk about a swap. What is the meaning of swap? Futures तो आता है, options आता है. Let's understand swap क्या होता है. एक simple सा swap दिखाऊंगी. Firstly, let me go to my screen. Check my screen. कि screen बराबर है कि नहीं. Okay. Let's say I'll explain to a very basic method. I will not be very complicated. I'll do it very basic. Let's say, for example, let's say this is a bond. Okay, I'm not bought an Indian bond. Let's say this is an international bond, investment bond abroad. And this is issued by, say, a bank abroad, say Morgan Stanley. Okay, this is issued by Morgan Stanley. Remember, investment banking will have not you and me. Clients will be huge corporate clients. Your clients will be huge corporate clients. So this is an investment bank. This is a corporate bond. The bond ka face value. In India, face value of the bond has to be 1,000. But here, this face value is $10,000. Or better yet, let's take $10,000. And this client called as Warren Buffett. We all should know Warren Buffett. I hope we all know Warren Buffett. Or Jeff Bezos. Okay, or Jeff Bezos. Okay, he has bought 10 bonds. If he has bought 10 bonds, uska value kitna hai? Let's say he bought 100 bonds. They're huge investors. 100 bonds. So 10,000 multiplied by 100. In India, we will call it as 10 lakhs. But abroad, we will say $1 million. So he has invested in $1 million. Now, Warren Buffett is very worried. वो अपने बैंक मॉर्गन स्टैनली को बोलता है कि बॉस हम लोग ने तो बॉन्ड खरीदा है मॉर्गन स्टैनली से which is for 25 years. We bought a long term bond, सोचो 15 years. 15 साल का बॉन्ड खरीदा है मैंने आपसे और आपने जो बॉन्ड इशू है 15 साल के लिए. What if Morgan Stanley like in 2008 crisis होके crash हो जाए तो? What if Morgan Stanley crashes in 2008 crisis के जैसे? Can you do insurance on a bond? And that was a product which was started in 1985, which led to a crisis called as subprime crisis in the year 2008. और ये crisis के वजह से in Morgan Stanley says, why don't we hedge it with an OTC derivative, a new kind of product in the market, for not for 3 months or 4 months like futures and options. We can take it even for 15 years. And hence Morgan Stanley, hence Warren Buffett, not Morgan Stanley. Hence Warren Buffett enters into a contract with a company in India That company is also in India. It's called as AIG. In India, it's called as AIA. So this is AIG. जो बैंक जो हेल्प कर रहा है उसको बोलते हैं स्टेट स्ट्रीट. जो बैंक जो हेल्प कर रहा है उसको बोलते हैं स्टेट स्ट्रीट. Any questions? Any questions? Students, are you getting bored? So I can see someone on the video, and I hope you are not getting bored. Yeah, I can see a lot of distracted faces. I have like 3 or 4 people, and their videos are on, and I can see. I hope you are not getting bored. So now, for example, I enter into a contract with AIG. AIG goes ahead and is beginning to pay Warren Buffett. How we have life insurance, so they pay a premium of 2%. And in case Morgan Stanley, within these 15 years, crashes, goes through a moratorium period, goes to bankruptcy, goes to a liquidity crisis, what will happen is AIG will pay Warren Buffett. So Morgan Stanley is paying how much to Warren Buffett for his coupon? So to 10% coupon rate. Coupon means returns on the bond. They say FD के ऊपर how you have an FD के ऊपर returns. That way on this you can pay a return to AIG. So Warren Buffett will be paying AIG an insurance premium of 2%, whereas AIG is protecting you against the risk of Morgan Stanley's exposure on the market. Same thing which happened to Lehman Brothers, same thing which happened to Bear Stearns, crash of 2008. Which means अगर ऐसा कुछ issue हुआ है, which they have promised in the agreement, AIG will pay the entire $1 million back to Warren Buffett, which is protecting your principal or credit risk against Morgan Stanley. And this product is called as a credit default swap. What is credit default? Morgan Stanley ka default, credit risk ka default is paid by AIG to Warren Buffett. The processing of all these things gives you a job in an investment bank. The processing of all these trades, I'm a specialist in something called as trade life cycle. The processing of all these trades is called as a trade life cycle, wherein in India, the jobs are front office, middle office, and back office operations. So processing of all these futures, options, and you may think back office ka kaam is very light. No, back office is settlements, back office is NAV calculation, back office is accounting entries, back office is audit. Back office is not copy paste. And you have the entire world of your operations in India into investment banking, which is basis on this swap done. If you've understood this concept very correctly, trust me, whatever I've taught today, if you're able to empty this out and just follow whatever advice I've given you, just follow whatever advice I've given you in this 1 hour, I guarantee that when you go for a Morgan Stanley, you will at least clear 2 rounds. Sometimes Morgan Stanley has 6 rounds of interviews. You'll at least cover 2 rounds because I'm a trainer for investment banking in the past 5.5 years. For the past 5.5 years, I'm a trainer. My each batch consists of 30 students. I do 4 batches a day. Currently, I'm training a batch called batch number 120. Okay. I started off with a batch number called batch number 20 at the company where I work for investment banking. So batch 20 to batch 120. I've done Deutsche Bank training, UBS training, corporate training in colleges. And I can guarantee you that whatever you've done in the past 1 hour, if you're going to follow that thoroughly, maybe you're getting, some of you are getting bored right now. Some of you are not paying attention right now. But when you'll go for a Morgan Stanley interview or for a BNP interview, basis what I've taught you all, basis the research that you've done, basis the tips I've told you for interviews, it is not only going to get you that one job, it's going to change your careers. You change your attitude. If you are not doing this, if you change your attitude, you're going to change your life. And what I see in India today is the fresher lot which is there in India, you all are going to get the next level jobs. We got a lot of jobs from 2003. You all are the next workforce of India, which is going to build our economy. And if our economy is strong with a strong workforce who's strong in knowledge, we get better jobs. Today, call centers in India zyada nahi hote. Most of the call centers are gone abroad. Q. Why these call centers gone abroad? These call centers are gone abroad because we have earned, we have learned, we have automated artificial intelligence. I myself, I'm a UAT tester. I've done a lot of automations and a lot of UAT testing into JP Morgan Chase. And what I've learned through this is I have grown along in my life. It's not that I'm not stopped growing. I am still learning and growing. Even there's an MD in the company, you have a BSc head, he also has to learn. Learning is evident. Improvisation on a daily basis is evident. And as you go along in life, you have more responsibilities. So the better you get serious about your career today, the better you're strong today, the faster you get your promotions. For which I would like to show you a slide on how your traction in investment banking operations should be. Okay, that is a swap. And this is something about investment banking, what exactly you should do, how you should do it. Hopefully my screen is shared. And first thing is, what are the opportunities only in investment banking? You should be a global professional. You get knowledge. Your domain should be strong. Your networking should be strong. Why did I tell you LinkedIn? Why did I tell you LinkedIn? Networking. You get prestigious goals, continuous learning and development for international markets, exposure across all countries, and global mobility. I've also got global mobility. Today, this may be old figures, but these numbers have doubled. The growing demand only for banking operations is 22,000 plus. Only for financial analysts is 18,000. Only for financial modelers is 13,000. Only for credit research is 7,000. And these are actual numbers. I can't falsify these numbers because we belong to Skills Development of India. So I can't falsify these numbers. I belong to an organization which reports every single slide to Skills Development of India. So I can't falsify the numbers.